All right, we're looking at homework 4.3, and this is number 11, and so I was asked about looking at it. So as we look at number 11, the absolute value symbols are around f of x, which means you're going to take the absolute value of all your y's. And so I'm going to kind of go piece by piece. So here we have a y value of -3, so that's going to become +3. You can see that we have a y value of 0. That's going to stay 0. The absolute value of 0 is 0. So this piece would actually end up being here. I mean, while we have to estimate it, we have maybe -1.5 as our y value. Well, the absolute value of that's +1.5. As I look at this next section of the graph, well, all of these y values are already positive, so they'll stay that when you take the absolute value of them. Okay, same thing's true here. All of these are positive. They stay positive, so those stay the same. Here we have -3. Well, the absolute value of -3 is +3. And we know the absolute value of 0 is still 0, so this piece will be here. All of these are already positive, so they will stay positive. And the only other piece you have to take care of, if here's -1, the absolute value of -1 is +1. And so there we go. All right, then I was asked about number 14. So as I look at number 14, we can almost make a table here. So I'm going to kind of move left to right. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got -5 as an x value on my graph. So I'm plugging it into this function, which tells me to find the absolute value of x. So that's +5. Then it tells me to find the function at 5, which if you look at your graph is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is 5. So our new point is we plugged in -5, we got out 5. So here, let's do -4. It's on my graph. The absolute value of -4 is +4, so then I'm finding f of 4. And f of 4 has a lovely hole punch through it on my paper, but I believe it's 1. So that gives us the point -4, 1. If I plug in -3, the absolute value of -3 is 3. And so f of 3, if I look at my graph, I can see at 3, we get 1. And so what we should see happening here is that the negative x values end up with the same y values as their corresponding positive x's. So let me say that again. These negative x values end up with the same y values as the positive x's. And so that is what causes then essentially this right-hand side and the left-hand side will end up just being reflected. And so as I go through and do that, let's see, 1, 2 would be 5. I'm just trying to mirror these. Okay, so there's what the left-hand piece would look like. The right-hand piece is going to stay the same. Now, why would the right-hand piece stay the same? Well, let's, for example, pick 2. The absolute value of 2 is still 2, and so you're still finding f of 2. That doesn't change. All right, the only other question that I had was here. So let's see, f of 0. F is the parabola that's opening upward, so f of 0 looks like it's -1. G of 0 is 4, so there we go. F of 3 looks like it's 8. G of 3 looks like it's -5, so f of 3 is bigger. F of -3 is going to be a positive number. G of -3 is a negative number, so f of -3 is larger.